Hi everyone, welcome again to our new session of the AWS, that is Amazon Web Services. So in the previous session I will explain about the how to create the free account and you will use that for our specific project. But in this session I will walk through about the different services and which all components are available in AWS login credential. So if you really want to have a look on how to create the account, please watch my previous session so that you are able to create your own account on Amazon Web Services. So let's begin with this. So for login credential, we just have to go to the amazon.com. Don't worry about that. I will mention the link in description tab. From there, you have to enter your login credential. Just click on next and provide your password. After entering your password, once you will hit on sign in button, you are able to see application is login. Now you can see here. So once we will jump onto the AWS login credential, we are able to see dashboard. Over here we are able to see AWS management console and whatever services we have viewed, same services will be listed here, just like recently visited services. And there are different build a solution where we want to have a look on the build a web app using virtual server. So this is at all a dashboard for us. So here you can see that your account detail, organization detail. If you are related to any organization, that organization detail will be available here. If at any point of time you want to update it, you can do that by create organization. My service codes and billing dashboard is also available. If you have ordered something and your invoice detail, you can get it from here. My security credential is also here, and at the end there is a sign out option. So in global services, just like let me click on AWS. On global, you can see here different regions are available. These regions are specifically where the AWS or the machine will be located at the pointing purpose. And for support, you can take in help from the support center or expert help or from the forum, or if you want to have a look on the training part, that is also available. So let's start with the main part where we can see the services. So once you will click on the services, you are able to see all of the services which is available in AWS is listed here. So just like EC2, if you don't know what the EC2, please watch my previous session. I have explained over there what is EC2. Now there is a separate filter is also available in alphabetical format. You can switch into that. So once you will click on the group and just want to have a look on the EC2, because I have already not created anything, so I will not get anything. Just like resources, what all resources are available for your login credential, you can have a look on this. Then if you want to create any instance is nothing but a web part or application where you want to host anything. So if you want to launch or create a new thing, you can just click on the launch instance and you are able to get the detail. Instance type is also available. Limits, if you want to check your limits, so that limit is also available for you. So current limit is 200 as a launch configuration in auto scaling groups, the maximum number of launch configurations. It's up to you. If you want to configure it, you can do that. Calculate vCPU limit and all the detail is available here. So let's get back to our main component. So in compute section, you can see here EC2, Lightsail, Lambda, Batch, Elastic Beanstalk, serverless application repository, AWS Outpost, EC2 image builder, blockchain is also there. If you want to have a look on the analytics part with Athena, EMR, Cloud Search, these all components are listed here. And in terms of business application, you can have a look on the Alexa for Business, Amazon Prime, Workmail, Amazon Honeycode. Satellite part is always in the ground station. Quantum technologies are also available. Amazon Bracket is a part of that. So all these services are listed in a systematic manner. So on stories part, you can see here S3, EFS and FSS. SC Glacier is also available. So based on your login credential, you can create it according to your requirement. So if you want to have a look on the database, so it's always recommended to use a services which is completely integrated with your server or cloud computing. So it's always go to with Amazon RDS, even though if you want to use the external SQL or no SQL, you are okay to use that, but it's always recommended to use the same instance and with the same database. Now you can see here management and governance component is also available, just like AWS organizations, CloudWatch and AWS auto scaling, and security option is available, also available. Internet of Things you can see here. So all the components are systematic and developer tools is also there when you want to develop any specific component. So based on a history, it will list whatever component you can select, all the listings will be listed here. So just like if you want to create any specific saved groups or create any group, you can do that according to your requirement. If you want to check or rigorously checking on any specific component, you can add it here. And for editing purpose, just like to customize your dashboard, you can use these components in customize. So if you want to list down some specific component, you can edit it here. And if you want to add all the components which is available in the AWS login, you can do that. If you found any notification, all the notification and issue will be listed here. Whatever you have scheduled, that is also available in schedule changes. Other notification is available in this part. So if you want to have a look on the alert part, that is also very systematic in manner. So just click on AWS and you can return back to again your dashboard. So this is all about how our login credential looks like that. In further session, we'll discuss about each component in detail. So let's recap on this. First, after login, we have seen that services and our login credential, just like organization, billing dashboard, orders and invoices, then security as well. Here we have found the different regions where AWS services are hosted and we can get the credential from there. So my login credential is basically created on the US East because it's free of cost. In any instance, they will create the account and share with the user, so that at any point of time when they want to shift it to the different database, just like for your important notes, it's when we are creating AWS login credential with a free account, at the end of expiration of that license will definitely shift to the different database. So it's always recommended to use that chargeable services, so that our traffic will not route to one database to the other database. So here we have seen that different support options is also available, and for editing our dashboard, different tools are available to edit that and keep the important part in our dashboard. So this is all about the management console of AWS login. Hope you understand it. If you have any queries or comment, please comment on comment section so that I will check and review the resolution. And don't forget to like and subscribe the channel for the latest update. Thank you.